Okay, this will be an interesting, challenging one, folks. See what we can do with this one. I wonder if I'm going to leave it on that. Sorry about the shaking, folks. My right hand is notorious for shaking when holding this phone. Sorry about the bad camera work, folks, with this shaking. It's just fucked. It's just fucked up. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here a pair of pants, long ones, yeah. We're just going to photocopy a section out of that beautiful pattern. So I'm just going to lie it on the glass at an angle. I'm just trying to stuff that under there. Just lie it on the glass nicely. Try and get it off the edge there. Try and flatten it out. Try and get it feels a bit crinkled, a bit rough around it, a bit rumpled, you could say. It's not an easy thing to photocopy, this clothing. Just put it up there. I think I've done something wrong. Just pulling it up. We don't want full colour, we want two colour. I'm going to start with black and magenta. So here we go. Oh, I've got to pull it up again. We didn't set the right settings according to this mode. Because we still have the contrast, the sharpness, yet they're all there. They're good. Good to go. Here we go, third time round. Yeah, looks interesting. There's a bit of a rumple there, and it still looks it doesn't have the right angle. And you can just see the seam up there too, so it's not what I want. I'm going to tilt it this way. I'm going to just tilt it normally, like the way it is. Make it easier anyway. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, now that still looks too vertical, it's not angled nicely. I'm actually thinking we're going to do something different with this. We're not going to make it a still piece, we're going to make it into a movement piece. So now we're going to switch back to full colour, maybe leave it on 200, just change some of the settings if we need. Yeah, we don't have saturation, so we need that. We don't have colour balance, we need that. And the dot copy density could go lighter. So now we're just going to move it around. I'm going to slide it around. So just tilting it that way in preparation for sliding. See how we go. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks interesting. The colours look interesting. Maybe we could do a better one, or maybe we could use this as a master copy and do something a lot more elaborate. So we're just going to put these pantaloons over there, and we're just going to take this, use this as our master copy to make something interesting. Going to put it on 100, and we're going to slide this around. Okay, yeah, that looks really interesting, that. We're going to take a section out of this. I'm not exactly sure, maybe there would look good, but that seems to have been worth doing this. So I'm wondering how big we're going to make it. Going at 200, we're just going to put that aside. We're going to forget about dual colour. We don't have a need for it. It's not going to work with this anyway. So wondering, we're going to maybe line that up at the edge. Put that at the edge of the glass or thereabouts. Really missing a loved one, folks. It's really hard living alone and doing things alone without someone to talk to, someone to be with you all the time, be your friend, as well as your marriage partner. So I'm trying to get my work on television, on the news, the primetime news. I do feel that my work is newsworthy enough if they could just give me a chance. Instead of constantly hammering on about COVID-19 and other calamity type things, I just wish I could get my work out there. It's really difficult, folks, trying to compete with coronavirus, which is or the news channels think it's really newsworthy because, you know, people feel they have to know about the latest outbreaks, the latest developments. It just gets a bit much. I don't like knowing about something that's too big and powerful to make a fucking difference. So I tend to avoid COVID-19. I don't watch television anyway, as a general rule. At home I don't have one. So I don't have any way of hooking up except through, oh yeah, social media have the TV channels have that as well. But I try to avoid watching that kind of material. Too distressing. You just feel like you haven't got any way of avoiding it. You know, that if there's a cluster in the city, which there was a week or so ago, and I didn't like hearing about that. And what can I do about it as a person? You know, that's the problem. You feel powerless, and yet you watch this shit, and it just drives you nuts. And I just want the TV channels to give me a go, because a love story has got to be a better newsmaker than disasters and diseases and shit like that. But unfortunately, the TV channels seem to think that the negative stuff is what pulls the ratings. I don't understand why it has to be that way, but that's how they do it. Obviously, that's what they think. You know, they think that the negative stuff is got all of what they need to have people feeding off the TV shit. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. Trying to think if there's a switcheroo that I could do. Maybe I could. I think I'll do it. I'll do a switcheroo, folks, just to make sure I haven't left anything out. But I really do get a bit angry that I can't compete with the coronavirus at this stage. And it just seems to just keeps on coming and coming. And the thing that they like about this coronavirus shit is that it's ready-made. It's already there. You can't. It's not going to go away anytime soon. So it's already there. It takes less effort, and it makes them a lot of money. People looking at what the latest thing is it's doing in public. Anyway, that looks pretty good too, but I just get sick to fuck of this COVID, but I think now we can call it quits. Gotta go.